Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to talk about something incredibly useful, how to insure your stocks. We're diving deep into put options, breaking down exactly what drives their price and how they can be such powerful tools for any investor.
So let's just start with a really simple question. A question every single person who's ever put money in the market has asked themselves. What if you could actually buy insurance on your stocks? Something that protects you if the market suddenly crashes.
Well, you absolutely can. And it's called a put option. The best way to think about it is literally as an insurance policy for your stock. It's a contract that gives you the right, and this is key, not the obligation, to sell your stock at a guaranteed price. It's your safety net, no matter what the market decides to do.
Okay, so if it's an insurance policy, it must have a price, right? A premium. So what actually determines the cost of this stock market insurance? Let's get into how these puts really work.
The single most important part of this whole thing is that guaranteed selling price. In the world of finance, we call it the exercise price, or you'll often just see it as X. This price is the safety net you're buying.
So, what are you actually paying for when you buy a put option? It turns out the price isn't just one simple number. It's really a combination of two very different kinds of value.
The price is split into two parts. First, you've got intrinsic value. Think of this as the cash-in-hand value right now. If your guaranteed selling price is higher than the current stock price, that difference is real, tangible profit. But then there's time value, and this is the value of potential. It's what you pay for the chance that the stock could fall even further before your policy expires.
All right, next up, let's talk about the expiration date. Just like with your car insurance or health insurance, how long your coverage lasts is a massive factor in what it's going to cost you.
And the basic principle here is, well, it's incredibly simple. A policy that covers you for 2 years is going to cost more than one that only covers you for 2 months. It's just pure logic. More time means more chances for things to happen.
And this simple idea becomes a formal principle in finance. For what we call American-style puts, the kind you can use anytime, a longer contract will always be worth at least as much as a shorter one. The reason is exactly what you think. More time simply means more opportunity for that stock to drop below your guaranteed price.
Okay, so we've talked about the length of the policy. Now let's talk about the level of protection. How high do you want to set that safety net? What should that exercise price be?
This is another one that's really intuitive. A higher exercise price is just a better insurance plan. I mean, the right to sell your stock for a guaranteed $100 is obviously way more valuable than the right to sell it for $90. A better safety net is going to have a higher premium. Simple as that.
It really just boils down to this. The right to sell your stock for a higher price will always be more valuable than the right to sell it for a lower one, assuming everything else is equal. This is a fundamental rule that helps keep all of option pricing logical and grounded.
All right, get ready for the aha moment. This is where we see how all these different pieces, stocks, puts, other options, are all connected by this beautiful underlying mathematical logic. It's pretty cool.
Okay, check this out. Imagine you build 2 totally different portfolios. In Portfolio A, you buy 1 share of a stock and 1 put option. In Portfolio B, you buy 1 call option and 1 risk-free bond. They seem completely unrelated, right? But here's the magic. At the moment of expiration, the value of these 2 portfolios will be exactly the same. It's a perfect mathematical balance.
And this perfect balance gives us this incredibly powerful equation called put-call parity. It shows us that the prices of stocks, puts, calls, and bonds are all locked together in this elegant relationship. If one of their prices drifts out of line, traders can swoop in and make a risk-free profit, and their actions immediately snap the prices right back into this perfect balance.
Okay, for our final section, let's bring in the wild card, the one thing that throws a little bit of beautiful chaos into the mix. Let's talk about market volatility.
This quote right here just nails it. With a put option, your loss is truncated. It's cut off. You can only lose the premium you paid. That's it. But your potential upside? If that stock price totally tanks, your profit can be enormous. And that's exactly why volatility becomes your best friend.
So here's the counterintuitive part. More market uncertainty, bigger and crazier price swings, that's actually a good thing for someone holding a put option. Your maximum loss is totally fixed, but your potential gain from a huge downward move is massive. So the more chaos in the market, the more valuable your insurance policy actually becomes.
And that really brings us to our final thought. We've seen these clear, logical, mathematical principles that act like a map for pricing this stock insurance. But you have to remember, these logical rules exist inside a market that is anything but predictable. So, while these formulas provide the map, it's truly understanding them that gives an investor the compass they need to navigate the chaos.